Ayurveda. Ayurveda is a knowledge system of health and happiness. Sadhguruji, may you please bless us and tell us about how we make it into reality. How we make it into reality, this knowledge system of health and happiness.
My congratulations and blessings to all these young people who have dedicated their life to Ayurveda on this graduation day for them. And my namaskarams to Sripadji. I hope all is well because I see your hand is in cast. I hope you're doing well. Namaskaram to you. And many of you who have dedicated your life to make Ayurveda into, once again, a living, throbbing science in this world. It is very important. Well, how to make this into an active force? Because in the last probably 100, 200 years, Ayurveda has become more of a latent force, something like we're talking about our history, our historical glory. No, it has to be the future, because the realization that attending to health aggressively when we are sick is not the real solution for human health. Modern medicine is very essential to treat us when there are emergencies. But creating health is neither about curing nor about prevention. Creating health is about revitalizing this life force within us, revitalizing this body, this mind, this emotion, this energy to a higher level of function. So this is what Ayurveda is about. So I'm sorry I'm picking on a line that you said, that lovers of Ayurveda. No, you should not become lovers of Ayurveda. You must become lovers of life, lovers of human health. Ayurveda then will facilitate, because Ayurveda or any science for that matter is not a fixed box. It has to keep growing. For it to grow, it is important that we don't box it with a definition. It is very, very important that our commitment is to the goals and how it evolves over a period of time as our knowledge is enhanced, as our capabilities are enhanced, as centuries roll, Ayurveda should grow like every other science is growing. We should not make Ayurveda like a religious process. It's all written in the book and that's what it is. We have to live it in so many different ways. For this to happen, I'm really greatly pleased that today so many young people are willing to dedicate their life for this, because these are sciences which will not ill to you unless you are absolutely committed and devoted to what you want to absorb. This is not something that you can do for 4 years or 5 years in a college and it's over. This needs an involvement, a lifetime of involvement for it to grow and flourish in the world. I hope this new effort that's happening through your institution and our dedicated minister who is completely there for this purpose, and all of you and yourself, ma'am, your qualifications and everything should make this happen. It is for it to go global. There are certain things that need to be done which we can discuss as we go by. Namaskaram to everyone.
Namaskaram. Please put your hands together just for the visionary words. And this, what you mentioned is true, that it is not the lovers of Ayurveda, but we have to invest into life. Your word, one of the words says us that you have to invest into life to celebrate. And it is not only 4 years, but this journey starts from these 4 years where we invest into healthy and happy life. So maybe just proceed for the further, because All India Institute of Ayurveda is a modern Ayurveda institution where it is a tertiary care health center and postgraduate research and training center. Through this platform, I just wish to really seek your guidance on how can Ayurveda be classical yet contemporary to cater the healthcare needs of 21st century. May I repeat again? How can Ayurveda be classical yet contemporary to cater the healthcare needs of 21st century? Sadhguruji, please.
Well, one thing we need to understand about this is, right now our approach to Ayurveda is kind of a parallel line to modern medicine because we fear that it will not find acceptance unless we approach it this way. This itself is an impediment. Let me tell you my experience of this. You're scholars in this, probably you know much more, but from our limited experience, I'm saying this. Well, last 20 years, we have tried to develop various Ayurvedic formulations, thinking if it can be scaled up to global levels. Our intention is not get into commercial distribution of that, but only to develop something. But last 20 to 22 years, what we have found is that in Ayurvedic medicine, getting batch integrity has been the greatest challenge. Because the plant is not a certain plant, which is by name something. It is not the same thing every day. How it is in the morning, how it is at noontime, how it is evening, how it is in different moon phases, how it is in monsoons, how it is in winter, how it is in summer. Every day, every hour, it is changing. So when people involved in this kind of herb-based medicine, people had a feeling, people had a certain connection with life around them. They walked around and very carefully picked the right leaf. But now we are thinking of globalization. So in this globalization, we need a certain amount of medicine to be manufactured in a batch. And so we pluck every leaf. Every leaf according to its age and that day's weather, that day's temperature, the dew point in the morning, all these things will decide what is the quality of that leaf accordingly. What we have found is, I know this may be disturbing for a lot of people, we found after very sincere, we found medicine can vary from batch to batch. The batch quality can vary to 80%. So this will be accepted anywhere in the world because people see it as how they look at chemical synthesis. Chemistry can be measured 100% with 1 or 2% variation, but herbs cannot be measured like this because it's a natural product. So how can it be done? One important thing that I have also put forth, we have prepared a document, we will send it to the Minister, Sripadji, and let us see, we will also probably put it up to the Prime Minister's office. Because right now there's a big push to make Ayurveda go global. Making Ayurveda go global does not mean we have to set up massive industries like how allopathic system has, because that is a chemical process, there you can maintain batch integrity. Here it is a herbal process, batch integrity will be very, the integrity is such that you cannot call it integrity. So one thing we can do, which I would like to suggest, to our honorable minister, is we have 28 states. In every state, minimum 1,000 acres, you must set up a farm, an Ayurvedic farm, in which there will be treatment processes and everything. All this need not be run by the government institution, but it could be run by various other experts who are there in the field, who are traditional experts and newly qualified doctors. Everybody can be involved in this, with modern medicine diagnostics involved. If we set up like this, where in each place about 10,000 people can be treated, we will become a global destination for Ayurveda. But if we make medicine, package it and export it to be sold in medical stores across the world, we will fail because it will not compare to the chemical medicines that others manufacture in the factories, because that's just a chemical process and they can maintain a certain quality which cannot be done with Ayurveda. So first of all, if you have 1,000 acres, at least 200 to 300 acres, you develop a herbal garden, because Ayurveda cannot be effective without taking care of the soil, without taking care of the atmosphere, without people caring for the plants that are there. We have gone into this, we have looked this, I have personally experienced this, how a plant behaves to one person. It is not the same as to how it behaves to another person. There is a lot of modern research also regarding this, that today there is research telling us that depending upon your intention, accordingly the plant chemistry changes. For example, there are properly documented studies where, let's say, a herd of elephants come and start grazing on a particular species of trees, and within 7 to 20 minutes is what has been recorded, within 20 minutes, all the other trees of the similar species, they will turn their leaves into mildly poisonous and bitter leaves. It becomes bitter. So elephants quickly graze. This is why they break down branches and eat quickly, because they know within 20 minutes these trees will turn bitter. So they leave that place and move to another place, far away, where they can graze once again. So this is how intelligence and sensitive plant life is. So what kind of person plucks it, how they pluck it, all this matters. If all these things are done carefully, if our involvement is at that level, then the results that we produce are nothing short of miraculous. By modern standards, every Ayurvedic treatment can become miraculous if all aspects of Ayurveda are taken care of. The soil quality and the atmosphere, what sort of people deal with it, with what intention they deal with it, if all these things are maintained, Ayurveda will become a miraculous process as it was at one time. If we do not cultivate this culture of care of everything, we think only we must be healthy, everything else can go to hell. This is not going to work. If we have that kind of care for the land that we walk upon, air that we breathe, water that we drink, and the plants that are around us and all life